This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Board Meets World. We are your hosts. I'm Kyle. Sitting across the table from me is Steven, as always.
Hey Kyle. Hey, hi.
Hi, Steven.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
Oh, just lovely.
Excellent.
Good.
Good to hear.
Yeah. What'd you think about what we're going to be covering today?
Career Day?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Season 2.
Yep.
Episode
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy Meets World.
Mm-hmm.
Titled Career Day.
Yeah. You liked it, huh?
I did.
Really?
What'd you think of it?
Yeah, it's alright.
Was it painful?
No, well, yeah, I know. It's kind of sad.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's alright. We don't have to get into it.
We did get to meet a new character today.
We did.
So that was cool.
Jed Hunter.
Who?
Jed Hunter.
Jet?
Jed.
Jed?
It's J-E-D, right?
No.
What is it?
It's Chet.
Chet?
Yeah.
Like Chet Baker? Like C-H-E-T?
If that's a person, yes.
Son of a bitch. Hold on, I gotta change my notes. Chet Baker. I thought it was Jed Hunter. I was like, why has he got such a hillbilly name if he lives in Pennsylvania? But I say that with my hillbilly voice. Like, why? His name sounds funny. But yeah, we got to meet Sean's daddy.
Jed Hunter.
Yeah, Jed Hunter. Not to be confused with his real dad, Chet Hunter.
Holy shit.
What?
It's already falling apart.
How?
Jed? Really?
I heard Jed 50 goddamn times watching this. Every time somebody said his name, Jed. Jed. J-E-D. Look.
I mean, I could understand if you were thinking about Topanga's dad.
No. What's his name? Jebediah?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Or Jeb?
Yeah, Jeb.
No, I stand by this. I
think his name's Chet.
Huh? Chet? Yeah. Well, that would make sense since he's such an accomplished guitar player. He would be Chet.
Sure.
Lawrence. Or Chet Baker.
Mm-hmm.
In case you don't know who that is. Accomplished guitar player.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you play for?
He could be a fucking jazz musician that never picked up a guitar for all I fucking know. I just know the name.
Okay, very good.
All right, let's go. So this episode opens up with Mr. Turner's class doing a career day. And we see Topanga's dad. And we see we see Topanga's dad. And we see Alan.
I hate to interrupt.
Okay.
Cut you off.
No, you don't. But go on.
What does Mr. Turner teach?
English lit. He's also homeroom too, though.
Okay.
So
I was about to throw a little wrench in this career day. Why this would be a thing.
I just thought about this. That might be why we're not seeing Topanga in there. It's because she shares homeroom with the boys, but they have English lit without her.
Very good.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right.
That makes sense, right?
It works for me.
It's got nothing to do with lazy writing. It's just...
No.
It's actually pretty smart writing.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. What were you going to say, though? I want to hear your...
Oh, that's it. I
want to
just wonder why an English class would have a career day.
Public speaking, man. You got to speak in English.
Fair enough. You win.
Damn right I do. Go on. So, Topanga's dad kicks things off, right?
Yeah, we see Alan. We definitely see Alan's going to be a participant.
Yeah, he's talking to the boys. He's like, do you know how many kinds of rice we sell?
How many?
I don't remember the number. Did he say?
I think it was like 21.
21 different types of rice, and if you throw in the other grains, it just gets crazy.
Yeah. So the boys are like, a little boy.
It sounds like, what's the assistant manager? Lenny?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like Lenny was giving him pointers on what to talk about at career day. And he's like, you're going to leave a great impression, Mr. Matthews, if you talk about the rice, the diversity of the rice and the grocers.
Yeah. Well, he's the boss. He could make Lenny do that for him.
Yeah.
It's like right at my speed.
Go to my son's career day for me. I can't be bothered.
And then we see Turner in this little joke that was okay. Talking about vocation, what kind of vocation you might enjoy.
Yeah. When you get older, looking forward, what kind of vocation? Sean raises his hand, and he's like, no hunter, not summer vocation. Find some new material.
Summer vocation is the best, though.
Yeah. That's pretty great.
Yeah, so we jump to Topanga's dad. And what's he do?
He is a luthier.
What's that? Some
They,
kind of religion?
well, I'm Presbyterian, but, to each his own is what I say. I got that from Sean. He's a well of comedic knowledge.
Yeah.
But no,
Say it how Sean would say it.
I don't know. How do you say it?
Wouldn't he say it something like...
You Lutheran? Oh, I'm Presbyterian, but that's okay. To each his own.
There you go.
Is that good?
Yeah, sure.
All
Alright, so what's Topanga's dad do?
He's a luthier.
Uh-huh.
He assembles guitars, and he does it for rock stars.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Such as who?
The Boss.
The Boss.
No, I'm not talking about Sasha Banks. I'm talking about Bruce Springsteen.
I thought you were talking about Tony Danza.
Tony Danza. Oh, man. He kicked a field goal, right?
Yeah, he could.
He's playing for the Philadelphia Eagles.
He was.
Yeah. Shit.
The garbage picking, goal kicking, Philadelphia phenomenon or something like that.
It was a mouthful for sure. Yeah.
I liked it though.
It was good.
I tried to find it, couldn't find it.
No, it's because it's locked up, man.
Yeah,
Like all the
it's
like
in
all
that
the
Disney
other
vault.
like all the other gold in the USA. It's locked up.
Might have to go to Fort Knox or something.
Yeah, it'll be in the back, the most secure thing. But yeah, he's up there. He's talking. Yeah, I just got a call from Bruce about a guitar,
Oh, Bruce.
and they were like Springsteen.
Mhm.
And Topanga's like, yeah, I answered the phone, and he was like, hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Which, I'm not gonna lie, popped me like a motherfucker in there watching it.
Any particular reason why?
I don't know, just because it's cheesy and easy.
Okay.
Yeah, like a hot and ready. It's hot and ready comedy.
Mm.
You know.
It's the Little Caesars of comedy.
Yeah, easy and cheesy. I don't know.
But you wouldn't eat that, right?
Huh? It's not real cheese.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Look, I get shit. Look, I'm lactose intolerant. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking to the audience.
No.
Yeah, you know this, but thank you for playing in. Like, oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm a pro.
So I get a lot of shit from people. No pun intended. From eating pizza.
Yeah.
Well,
For me in particular.
If you look at any scientific study on cheese, mozzarella has a much lower lactose content than cheddar or any of the yellow cheeses. So that's why it doesn't upset me as much.
Upset you?
Yeah.
Like make you sad?
Yeah. I'm out of pizza, you know. But it was good, so I'm not as sad. But anyways, Alan's over there like, fuck, my job sucks compared to Jebediah over here.
Yeah, the boss has never called me.
Yeah. He's never
Although
once
I am the boss.
He's never went in there to sample one of our friendly cantaloupes or anything.
He's toast.
Yeah. He's like, well, I bet he can't play them.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you know, and this is going back to Jebediah. I do enjoy
Is
making...
it Jebediah or Jedediah?
Jedediah. Who gives a fuck? He makes guitars for Bruce Springsteen. That's all you need to know. Mr. Lawrence, what he says is, while I really enjoy making guitars, my true passion is playing them. And he gets up and he plays a riff with that slide that would make Robert Johnson jealous.
And who's that for the listeners at
That's a
home?
guitar player. Bluesman from like the 40s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ever heard him or anything?
I've heard.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
didn't know if
I
this
had
was
a-
another name you're just saying for no reason.
Yeah, I had an album of his.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Get off my shit.
On wax?
Huh? On wax, yeah, before they had vinyl.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Are you worried for Alan at this point?
It's gonna suck. Yeah. You can't really top that.
Just do your best here. Alan's up next.
Yeah.
Be Alan. Here, give us the presentation.
Yeah, I manage a grocery store. It's really important because people come to us for groceries. We have 21 different kinds of rice. Now, if you were to include the grains, that's when things really get interesting. Who wants a coupon?
Well, you know, you don't just sell groceries, though. You sell dreams, right?
Yeah. What that means, I have no idea.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, then he's handing out coupons, and he's got like one left. I forget what, like liquid soap or something.
Yeah.
Nobody's taking it, and he's like, "I'll just leave this on the desk for later."
Corey's over there, like, if he could get any lower in his arm to not look at his father, he would.
I mean, Sean was fine with it. He got 60 cents off Apple Jacks, so works.
Did you like Apple Jack?
I'll eat them, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were good shit.
Yeah.
Back-
Well, like they don't exist anymore.
Do they not?
I mean, that's how you're saying it.
I haven't seen
Like
them.
they were good.
I haven't seen them.
Remember them?
I haven't seen them. Have you?
I remember them fondly.
Apple Jacks. Eating Apple Jacks and watching Mean Green.
Mean Green.
Yeah, it was a soccer movie. Remember they had a green painted goat?
The Big Green.
Oh, Big Green. Well, I got the dollar store knockoff version.
Straight to DVD.
Yeah. They pay.
I love those movies.
Thanks.
Um,
I put them out. That's why I said thank you.
The ones you always see, and it's like kind of close to the big movie that's out.
It's the fucking Bollywood version.
Yeah, it's. I love their creativity with the as close as they can get to the title without taking it.
Getting sued.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good, very good. What was that one with Will Smith? I Am Legend.
Mm-hmm.
I saw I Am Omega.
Yeah. Well, they're both based off the same thing.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It's based off the Omega Man,
Mm-hmm.
which I watched the original on Comet. I think last year sometime. Comet's like a broadcast. They show like a broadcast channel. They show a bunch of like old movies, sci-fi movies and stuff.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if anybody else was.
Oh, okay.
But it was actually it was better than I Am Legend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What year was it?
Like, I want to say 70s. Yeah.
Have to check it out. Okay, so here's where shit gets popping.
Yeah. Real salesman comes in here.
Who is it?
It's
Jed?
Chet Hunter. That's CHET, as I've been corrected, and as my notes are looking at me corrected. Chet Hunter.
Yeah, Sean's dad makes a big run-in. And we're going to find out what he does. And, well, Sean is too.
Yeah. Sean does not want any part of this. He is... Oh, my gosh.
Doesn't want any part, or he seems pretty interested at first?
What? He was interested?
Yeah.
I thought he was like, oh, no, my dad's here.
He's like listening up, like, hold on, I want to find out what he does too.
Oh, yeah.
What does he do?
Well...
You did Alan. Can you do Chet?
No, I can't do Chet.
I don't have the energy for Chet.
You don't have the energy?
I might need a line to do Chet.
Oh, yeah. I need a couple. That salesman incentive right there. He's like, anybody in here own a microwave? You're welcome. When they raise the hands.
It's pretty good, actually.
He's like, ain't y'all watch TV? You're welcome.
He created CNN.
Yeah. I created CNN. That should have been the fucking clue right there that it was Chet, not Jed. He was like, Chet News Network.
It should have tipped you off a bit.
Yeah, and I was like, well, it's misspelled, motherfucker. Your name's Jed. But he's like, yeah, I would have got credit for that too if I hadn't talked to some southerner in an elevator.
You do a really good Jed.
You're welcome.
And then we get a little haha with the turning to Mr. Turner and say, what's your last name again?
Oh, yeah. He's like, what'd you say your last name was again? Turner. No relation.
Yeah. We're talking about Ted Turner.
Yeah, Ted Turner. CNN, TBS, TNT. Big fucking media guy.
Turner movie classics or whatever.
Yeah, Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah. Cool dude.
Yeah, really smart.
Wrestling owner.
Yeah, he got in the wrestling business.
For a minute.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Now he's back in it.
So what do you think about Chet? Is this the first time you've seen Chet? Probably not.
The first time I saw Chet was on The Water Boy.
Well, sure, yeah.
At his real job.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can't remember what it was, but he worked at the college.
Yeah, he probably sounded something like... I'm waiting for you to do it.
Oh, I thought you were going through a clip. I was like, wait, the fingers didn't come up? I don't know. Frog legs.
Yeah. Yeah. He's always a character.
He is.
Isn't he?
He's great.
It's an interesting fellow.
I can't think of the actor's name, though.
I want to say it's Blake Clark.
Blake Clark.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah. But he is almost the same character in everything he does.
Yeah. Just different versions of can you understand him or not.
Yeah.
Goes up a degree or not.
Yeah. It's like, how well can we understand?
What is it? Joe Dirt.
He was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about home is where you make it.
Yeah. Home is where you make it.
You like to see homos naked?
Home is where you make it.
You like to see homos naked? That's cool, man.
Home is where you make it. I forgot all about it being in that movie. But, yeah, he sums up, like, you can tell from right here he is a very good bullshitter.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, in one sentence, he just makes Alan's job seem like $1 million. He's like, he puts food on America's table.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Respect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we find out he's invented CNN. He invented microwaves. I guess that's what he was trying to say there at the end. But do you have one? Because, well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Then we jump and we see Eric and Jason in the cafeteria. And what are they talking about? They seem to have some problems of their own this episode.
Yeah, they're getting ready for SATs.
Mm-hmm.
Jason's doing okay. Eric, he's been so focused on studying for the SAT, he's lost almost all of his senses.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not thinking about anything else. He ends up spilling soup on himself, and it takes Jason to tell him so he could register pain.
Yeah, about 5 minutes later, he's like, hey, buddy, you dropped some soup on your lap. It's like, what?
Dude, Jason looked like a little kid in this scene.
In the cafeteria?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm not making fun of him because he's short. Because he is short.
Sure.
But like just him and Eric sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, Jason looks like he should have been on this show in Eric's class. I mean, not Eric, but Corey's class in the first season.
In the first season?
Yeah. Yeah. He looked tiny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jason, if you're listening, ignore Kyle. We will have you on as a guest anytime you would like. And you can cuss out Kyle. That'd be great, too.
Yeah, we'll even drop the mic low enough so you can get to it.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I say that I'm going to look him up later, and he's like 5'9". I'm going to be like, motherfucker.
Because you're 5'8".
Yeah.
Me, too.
Mm-mm. No, you're not.
So, you got anything to say about SATs?
I didn't take them.
Oh.
And I'm doing all right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Me either.
I think...
And I'm not.
They're only... I think they're... Oh, my God. I think they're only important if you want to go to school out of state.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have a... does this stand for something?
SAT?
Yeah.
Probably standard American testing. I don't fucking know. That sounds good, though, don't it? I'm going to see if I'm right, though. Vamp real quick.
I would have bought it, yeah.
Standard American testing?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Let's look it up.
Good ring
quick.
to it.
SAT.
Yeah, so Eric.
Standard. It just says it's a standardized test widely used for. So they don't even know what the acronym is. What's ACT stand for?
Fuck it, I don't know. Just call it SATs.
Nobody cares. It sounds smart. Let's use it. Jet told us it was awesome.
Jed, yeah.
ACT. What's ACT? They don't say what ACT stands for either.
That's ACT.
That's ACT?
Yeah.
That's what that means? Shit. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Yeah.
Back to the show.
Yeah. So Eric's freaking out about these SATs.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a running thing throughout this episode. That's all he's doing.
Yeah. It's all he's committed to.
We see Corey and Sean also in the cafeteria, I'm pretty sure. And Corey's being, I would say, a little embarrassed by Alan's display.
I mean, he did talk about melons being your friend. Mm-hmm. And then he looks over to the heckler from the class, and he's like, hey, look, Corey, I'm eating your dad's friend.
So would you have beat the shit out of this kid or what?
I thought about it, yeah.
You thought about beating the shit out of him?
It's like, man, if I was Corey's big brother, I'd go over there and lay smackdown on that little chode.
So yeah, Corey's embarrassed. Meanwhile, he's like, Sean, your dad's awesome though.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Might be bullshit, but a hell of a show.
Yeah, he's a showman.
So good for him. Then we see Chet, and he is running through the halls, coming into the cafeteria, and he and Feeney have a little interaction. Do you recall how that went down?
I think he was, George was yelling at him like, unless you're staff or faculty, you have no reason to be here, and Chet.
And he says.
And he's like, that's no way to talk to Mr. Feeney.
And he says.
That's no way to talk to Mr. Feeney. And he's like, excuse me, you are Mr. Feeney? He's like, I'm parked in a spot, ain't I?
You know, my initial thought when he first started talking was, why does he sound like this? You know, if he's Sean's dad and they live where they live, but I forgot. We do find out they moved a lot and whatnot, so yeah. It'd be fine, you know.
Yeah, so he's probably from the South.
Maybe.
Or he could be from Northern California, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure they talk like that in Northern California.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
So then we have a little chat with Chet and Sean, and we find out some news that's not so great.
Yeah. It turns out that Sean's mother has left them.
Mm-hmm.
And to make matters worse, she took the home with her because they do live in a mobile home, and that makes the home,
well,
can be moved.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to say mobile because, like, I thought that would have been funnier than what he actually said. But
really,
yeah.
I don't know. I like this one.
Okay.
Sorry.
I guess.
Different strokes, man. Sorry about it. Yeah, the house, hopefully the wheels don't fall off and we hear a lot of woo on the highway, but we'll see what happens.
Can you imagine the fucking woo that Chet let out when he saw that his trailer was gone? He's like, whoa! My trailer's gone!
I don't know if he would go woo, though, right? Be upsetting, or is that just all-encompassing?
Disbelief. Yeah.
Just
like it's
a noise they make for any occasion.
He's just experiencing so many emotions that even as skilled as a salesman with a very large vocabulary, the only thing he can utter to fully express how he's feeling is woo!
Do you watch Friends?
Do you watch How I Met Your Mother? Then you should listen to How I Met Your Friends.
Hi, I'm Kathleen.
And I'm Julie, and we are the ladies behind How I Met Your Friends, the podcast that explores the similarities and theories of Friends and How I Met Your Mother.
Every week, we watch an episode from each show and dive deep into the crossovers and catchphrases. So if you've ever noticed the similarities between these fantastic shows, come check out our podcast.
You can reach us on social media at How I Met Your Friends Pod, or email howimetyourfriendspod@gmail.com.
Okay, so we jumped into the Matthews home now.
Yep.
And we see Eric still having just a fucking rotten day, huh?
Yeah. He comes home, he's in his coat, he's like, man, and I'm paraphrasing.
Of course.
It's like, this SAT's got me down. I've got this stiff feeling in my back and shoulders that I haven't been able to get out of. And now it's like, it's because you got a hanger back there, you numb nuts.
He's paraphrasing, of course.
Yeah, totally paraphrasing. Alan wouldn't speak that way to his children.
Yeah, the devil himself did an amazing magic trick here.
Yeah.
Pulled out a coat hanger.
You call
right
it
over
magic.
his back.
I call it black arts sorcery. But pulls it out. Eric is amazed. He's like, my father, the devil.
Oh, yeah. Magic.
Yep.
I like magic.
But yeah, what's his name? Jason, little guy.
He's killing it.
Yeah, he's using like big words we don't understand because we're peons from Kentucky.
Yeah, the entire time I was like, what's he saying?
Yeah. He talked funny.
What's that mean?
Yeah. He talked funny. But then Eric, I don't know why it made me laugh so hard, but where Eric's just looking at me, he's just utter disgust. He's like, shut up.
Mm-hmm. And if you're so smart,
yeah,
why don't you know what shut up means?
Yeah, if you're so good at English, Why don't you understand what shut up means?
Then we have a little... Kind of goes on about how... like why try in college and blah blah blah.
I'm not going to need it.
The particulars.
Yeah. And Alan's like, well, if you don't try, then you're going to be the manager of a grocery market and you're going to get called to your kid's career day and you're going to bore up the fucking room.
So they... Oh, after, of course, Eric continues his terrible day and burns his hand on the stove.
He's like,
again, apparently.
I don't need it. I can get by. And then he just burns his fucking hand and runs up the stairs.
On his street smarts.
Yeah, on his street smarts. That's what he said. And then Amy comes in and she's like, what happened? Or no, Eric burned his hand on the burner. Mm-hmm. And Helen's like, again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Amy and Alan have a little chit-chat, and she's wondering how career day went for him. And, well, he's boring.
Yeah.
Why'd you marry me? I'm fucking boring.
Yeah, she's like, I wouldn't have married you if you weren't boring. Or
yeah.
If you were boring. He's like, apparently.
Apparently you would, though, huh?
Yeah.
And then we see the electricity flicker.
Yeah, and we hear a howl from Eric upstairs.
Yeah. Amy left the iron on, or curling iron, something.
Something like that.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did this kid survive?
I don't know. I think worse things happen to him eventually when he gets, like, real dumb.
Okay.
So,
He's just,
it's a wonder.
He's just amazingly durable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything ever got you in an Eric situation here where he's, like, real nervous and freaking out about shit like that?
Oh, I'm sure. Just pick a day. I don't know. Nothing off the top of my head. There was that one time I've talked about it, like back when we first started the show. Is I would bring bologna sandwiches from home for lunch at school, and they said in the lunchbox. And you know, if you put a sandwich in a lunchbox, it's gonna get all soggy. It's gonna be nasty, cold. You're not gonna want it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just throw that bitch away.
Okay.
And then I get home, and my mom, you know, traps me. She's like, "So, did you eat your sandwich today?" And I was like, yeah. She's like, "No, you didn't. You threw it away." I was like, "How'd you know?" She's like, "I got people watching you." She's like, "I always got eyes on you."
Your mom's scary.
Yeah, I was like, that fucked me up, man. You made me have this feeling of perpetual guilt my entire life now. All because I didn't want the bologna sandwich that one day.
Which was a surprise, really.
Yeah, because I fucking love bologna.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. But it's got to be fresh, you know?
That's fair.
Like, the bread, it's got to be just placed on there. The mustard just squirted on there. And I got to eat it within 5 minutes of preparing it. Otherwise, I ain't touching that shit.
Now we're going to go to Mr. Turner's, and he's got a little data brewing here.
Yeah, he's sitting down with Miss Tompkins, who happens to wear the exact same thing every time we see her.
I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah,
I believe it.
My conspiracy here is I think she's a alien.
Oh, really?
And that's actually just a cloak she wears.
Ah.
Yeah, she's actually a reptile.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Any particular reason why? Or?
No. It's just there.
Okay. So we find out that they've been kind of doing this for about 3 months, I guess.
Yep, she's wanting to discuss the future.
And Turner, not so much.
He's like, cold, I'm cold. Because you're a fucking reptile, I'm cold.
But luckily for Turner, Sean is here to interrupt.
Yep.
He's like, I didn't plan this. But as he walks away, he's like doing the fucking, yes, somebody's here.
Huzzah, no talking.
And she quickly just bounces because they're not going to get to have the talk she wants to have with Sean around. Sean offers to, have her stay. They can hang, whatever.
He's like, you teachers sure do work late. Oh my gosh.
You're fucking.
Yeah. You guys are doing it?
So she goes home. She promises Turner that they'll have that talk.
Yeah.
And I hope it goes well for him.
Yeah, Turner deserves it.
Especially, how could it not? You saw his arms like last episode, the one before, I don't recall, but...
You say arms, I say cannons.
Yeah, very nice. He must work out.
He does.
He does. Yeah. I know for sure.
I don't know. He's got a lot of mullet going on there. It might be what's, he has to support all that weight. It's what builds that muscle up.
Oh, that's fair.
On them shoulders and stuff. Them shoulders.
Yeah. Cold.
The cold shoulders.
Yeah. So Turner, Sean, what are they getting up to?
Well, not what him and Tompkins were going to get. I'll tell you that right now, sir.
Well, hopefully not. Jesus.
No, Hunter comes in. He just wants to ask him when they're going to start reading about, was it Forrest Hemingway or something like that?
I believe that's what he said, yeah. I don't think that's right, is it?
Maybe he meant Ernest.
Ah, yes.
And dude, for Ernest Hemingway to be such a big figure of American literature, I don't think we ever discussed him in high school.
Really?
Yeah, not even once.
What's some of his work?
The Sun Also Rises. A Farewell to Arms.
No.
Old Man in the Sea.
No.
Whom the Bell Tolls.
Maybe. I'm trying to think of what we may have covered in school, based on what you tell me.
Brother, I don't think you had him, because I didn't have him. And I know Anderson County isn't updating their curriculum within 5 years. Okay.
Yeah. Also,
You were sleeping. You don't know.
And I'm above you in a grade. Or 2 or 3.
That's what I said, within 5 years.
So, yeah.
We're going to have the same curriculum.
Yeah. So, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the fella.
Oh, well.
Never heard of him.
I read...
Forrest, I believe it.
Forrest? I think it's Ernest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ernest Hemingway. I read The Sun Also
I'll
Rises.
look him up.
It's pretty good.
See what he does.
You might not like it.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well,
Does he have a particular style?
That's actually what he's known for.
Well, give us a rundown here. You'd be Mr. Turner.
His prose, as you like to call it, writing style.
Yeah, that's how I like to call it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can always tell someone's a little pretentious when they call a writing style prose. His prose is very direct. It's very short, concise sentences.
Oh, I would like that.
Yeah.
So the opposite of Stephen King.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Good. Bum.
Oh, shit.
I'm just kidding.
You like Stephen, right?
Like you.
At least me, yeah.
You're the King Stephen for me.
Oh, bleep. So Sean, he's there. He's just wondering about that, or that's his what would you say? I guess just excuse for
that's
showing
his front.
up.
Yeah, his cover.
Meanwhile, he's got some food laying out. He, as in Turner, and he's offering Sean. He's like, "No, I already ate and stuff. It's fine. But maybe I'll pick at it." And as he's putting the whole fucking thing in his mouth.
Yeah. Just get the fork out of the way. Just shove your face in that bowl.
He's asking Sean where he's staying while his dad's away. Blah blah blah. Staying down in the motel just right down the road.
Yeah, 7th Street, sketchy part of town.
And I don't know. I don't feel very safe for Sean.
Yeah. Turner's like, "You gonna be okay?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, you can stay here, save some money." He's like, "Well, I already paid for him to turn the TV on."
Yeah, paid $5 to turn the TV on.
He's like,
"Is that a thing?"
I don't know.
I think it's a thing, right? Or it was.
Maybe back on 7th Street or something.
I'm sure.
Turner's like, "Why don't you sit down and watch some free TV? I'm gonna clean up," and then
Turner goes on a little diarrhea of verbiage here, talking to Sean while he's cleaning up. Talking about, maybe we could just hang since you're gonna be down the road, talk, not talk, watch TV, just be buds.
Yeah.
And we look over and we see Sean is already passed out with the bowl on his lap.
Yep. He's like, "I talk." He falls asleep. It's like class.
Yeah. Took me back to my class days,
Yeah. Who knows, man? You could have had a new daddy if you stayed awake long enough.
That's true. Yeah.
Somebody in the background's listening to this like, "Damn!
That's cold."
Yeah. We just gave him Kyle with the cold shoulder.
So yeah, Sean falls asleep. Next day we see Feeney and Turner having a little convo about this situation
Turner's
from last night.
Yeah, Turner is wanting to get personally involved with Sean's situation. Feeney's telling him, hey,
there's a line.
Fine line.
Yeah.
Tread softly.
Well, you have any opinions about that?
I agree.
With Feeney?
Yeah. Like, you got to be really careful there.
What would the bad be?
You get too involved and you lose the ability to teach.
That would make you lose the ability to teach? As in you would get fired? Is what you're saying?
You could lose your license, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, I got experience in the teaching system. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, Elizabeth. What's up? Would that happen? What's going on?
Yeah, let us know, please.
Yeah. So yeah, they're going on about that. Then we see Alan come out, and Turner thanks him for coming to career day. I thought it was great. And give us the Alan line here, because it was fantastic.
What did he say? Oh my gosh, I can't remember what he said.
How do you not remember this? Yeah, he's like, anytime you need me
to
come sedate the kids.
Yeah. And it wasn't just like what he said, it's how he said it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he capitalized date on that. Sedate the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You have to hear it. It's great. We're not doing it justice.
But I laughed. It was good. Enter Chet.
Yep, he's there at the house. Amy comes and gets Alan. Alan's like, oh no.
Oh, fuck. Chet's here.
Yeah.
I hate this guy.
Yeah. I don't think he hates him.
Yeah, he showed him up in the career day, though,
I mean, he's probably a little resentful, yeah.
We see a little quick interaction with Corey and Sean up in Corey's room. He's like, I'm staying at this motel, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you could come over, we'll hang out, watch TV. He's like, I got TV here. Not like the motel does.
Yeah. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
There might be some
porn.
Some scrambled dirtiness over there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We gotta get Sean a home.
Yeah. You can't, it's bad enough kids in the 90s got raised by television. He doesn't need to be raised by that television.
And Corey's, once again, like, hey, I'm here for you. Just remember, I'm your friend,
Yep.
We see Chet, and he's talking to Alan, and Turner's just kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, he wants to hear what he has to say.
I did like the interaction with Turner and Chet, though, where he's like, I want to thank you for what you did last night for my boy. Look you in the eyes, and then he looks him in the eyes real close, like, thank you.
So literal.
Actually, I didn't do that justice. Maybe either.
Well, feed me the line real quick and I'll do it.
Thanks for whatever you did for my kid last night.
Hunter, I just want to say thank you and look you straight in the eye and say thank you for what you did for my boy. I'm going to look you in the eye now. Thank you.
You're kind of turning into Sling Blade over here.
Am I? I've never seen that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta watch that, man.
I just remember it from everyone going biscuits and mustard. Yeah. And then it was funny because our buddy Nick would try to do it, and he sounded like fucking John Wayne instead of Sling Blade. And he'd be like, all right, Pilgrim, you got your mustard, your biscuits.
That's not Sling Blade at all.
No, it's John Wayne. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Jesus.
The Duke.
So we got Chet, and he's explaining the situation. He's going to go travel and chase down Verna, I'm pretty sure is the mother's name. It could be something way off, like Jed, who knows. But so he's going to have the Matthews take in Sean. Should be only a few days, up to a few weeks. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
As he's saying this, what are you thinking? Is it going to be a little longer?
There's going to be a little longer.
Yeah. Might be.
Yeah.
Although, Texas women couldn't even keep him from coming back, so.
Yeah. What's that mean?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They're strong down there.
Are they?
Yeah.
You lived in Texas for a minute.
Yeah, they're very strong.
Tell me about them Texas women.
Well, they're strong, and they got a tight grip, so it'd be hard for you to get away.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not so much the lust; it's the strength of the women.
Yeah.
It's like I literally cannot get away from these people. They're holding me down.
Yeah. I think that's how I took it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Of course, Alan, being the great man that he is, which I had a question mark here. Alan is a good man? Because this whole time I thought he was the devil.
Yeah, he's a good man, but he's a fucking great devil.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. He went in there to that career day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably has got the most interesting profession outside of the grocery store. But he's so cunning. He knows his audience. He's like, I got a Presbyterian and a Luther in here.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going to talk about being the devil. Because the minute I give up the ghost, I lose all my power.
That's true.
So,
yeah. So smart man as well.
yeah. Divert it to the village idiot that's known as Chet or Jed, depending on how you take your notes. Hunter.
Sean, he kind of wants to go with his dad, I think. But he's like, no, road's no place for you. You stay home or stay with your friend, go to school, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Alan's a great man, great dad. You'll be fine. And I'll be right back. No worries. What about his name for Corey? Do you remember that one?
Corky.
Corky. It's Corky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chet.
It was awesome.
So he's out of here. And then we see pretty much everyone leaves, whatever, except for Alan and Corey. Corey says, hey, I never thanked you for coming to career day. It was great.
Yeah.
Well, it was a little more emotional than that.
You're a great dad. Thank you. You're not your fucking khakis, Dad. You're Superman.
Yeah.
You work 12 hours and you come home and paint fences.
My dad is Superman.
Yep.
And that's the end. Once we get a little handshake or hug or whatever the pause screen was, I don't recall. But until we see Eric, and he's finally got this shit under control.
Yeah. They're talking about the libations being scrumptious at lunch or whatever the fuck they were saying. But
yeah.
I didn't understand it.
No. Over my head, for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah. I mean, so over my head, I couldn't even see it up in the sky,
Yeah. But, wait a minute. There might be a problem here.
Yeah.
Jason has some bad news.
Yeah. It's half literature and half math.
Now, when you say half, what's that, like 30, 40%?
Fuck, man. It's at least 30, right? According to Eric.
And he freaks the fuck out once again. Throws in his entire lunch tray.
Yep.
It lands on Feeney.
Yeah, the real Feeney.
Yeah, George Feeney, the little mustache man.
Not Chet Feeney.
No, not Chet.
Yeah.
And he's comically covered with lunch, like perfectly on his jacket.
Yeah.
And that's that. He hates
hates
SAT time.
Yeah.
And that's the end.
Yeah.
Did you have any additional things?
Yeah, I would like to point this out in case everyone missed it during this episode, that when Mr. Turner and Feeney are walking in Feeney's yard, his azaleas look amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
I was looking at them, I was like, damn, those are some good looking flowers.
And they're probably fake.
No, they look real.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. So, this was 22, right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Or
So we got one more.
I thought we were done over here. I'm scratching my head. I'm just like, I wonder what I'm going to eat today.
So we got one more episode left in season 2.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, but we're there.
We're there.
Yeah.
We see that finish line. We are about ready to cross it.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Since we're about done with season 2, if you're listening to this and you are on the Twitter, hit us up on Twitter at Boar Meets World, and maybe let me know your highlights or favorite episodes of season 2. And maybe we'll read them next time we can.
Ooh, not this next episode because we're getting ready to do it, but
Well,
season 3, episode 1, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
We'll eventually talk about it.
No problem. No promises.
What else we got? Anything else?
Did you learn anything this week?
Oh boy, what did I learn this week? I guess I learned that the SATs don't mean shit.
Stands for nothing, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Did you get anything?
I learned it,
Did you learn mobile homes are, well, they move.
yeah, I learned. Yeah. That's what I learned. This has been Boar Meets World.
Now, did you really learn anything?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa!
That Jed's name is Chet?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been fun.
we're going to have to get subtitles or something.
For me, yeah. Wow.
So, you really want to say your piece, or?
I've said it. I've lied the last 2 episodes. Like I'm not using that next week.
No, what's your...
But I'll do it.
Not that piece. What you fucking learned?
That's what I learned.
What'd you learn?
You're killing it. That was it.
Okay, sorry. All right, well, I guess that's the end then, and take us out, Kyle.
You want me to do that thing?
Just take us out.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This has been Boar Meets World. I hope you all learned something this week too.
Very good.
See you next week.
Yeah. It's a very good ending.
Fucking sign off.